try to be on time when time's involved.
Hey, Doug,
Good morning.
Who's playing the role of Russell in practice?
You know, we've done this before. Obviously, you know, Josh and Nate can do it, but you know, sometimes Greg Ward's been back there. You know, someone that can that move around. It's a tough task. You know, to simulate and to try to get that done in practice. But we do the best we can.
Doug, is Lane still in protocol?
He's still in protocol. Yes, he is.
And what do you expect out of
Alshon and Jordan. I think Alshon and Jordan both can do some individual. Jordan still hasn't been cleared for contact, so you know nothing's changed. But individually, he can still work. Alshon the same way. We'll get him out there moving around again today. Nigel Bradham will practice.
I'm sure you guys have seen DK Metcalf on film this week. What did you think of him leading up to the draft, and what persuaded you guys to go with JJ over him?
Yeah, I mean, obviously you're getting into the personnel side of it in the draft and all that, but you know, we like the player. You know, he's a big, powerful, physical guy, and he had some really good tape out there. It's hard to go back and think about all the things that were going on, but and we also like JJ. You know, we loved his size, his ability to play above the rim, so to speak, in the red zone and things like that. So, you know, similar players, and you know, made a decision with JJ, and we've been happy with it.
So with Lane's situation, are you looking at Andre Dillard at right tackle this week?
We are. Yeah, we're going to get him some work over there, and then Big V will probably be the swing tackle, if that's the case.
What's the challenge for Andre? As far, I mean, he hasn't played a lot on the right, if any. What's the challenge for him?
His head's a little more to the right.
Wouldn't be a little more to the.
It's his right because the DN's are right there, as opposed to right there. That's a challenge.
That's it?
No, I mean it's, you know, one of the things we loved about Andre is his not only durability but flexibility, his versatility to play both left and right, and even though he's been limited on the right side, he's primarily a left tackle for us. This will be a great week of preparation for him to really kind of hone in his skill and be a swing tackle in that case. But you know, he'll do a great job this week. He'll prepare, and you know, it's just a matter of, honestly, you're playing on the right side. Movement skill is kind of the opposite of from the left. You're more to the right, you know, unless you have to step down, things like that. But he'll pick up on it quickly and be fine.
How have the Seahawks been utilizing Clowney since?
They're moving him around a lot. He'll play a D end. He'll play a spinner. He'll play to the tight end. He'll play away from the tight end. You know, he'll drop in coverage. They're really utilizing him a lot and using his athleticism with this. And he's very disruptive, as you know. We obviously played him last year with Houston, and he was disruptive in that game. So just definitely got to know where he's at.
You guys overcame. How much emphasis is on keeping those third down situations a little more manageable?
A lot. I mean, that's the thing. I think we were in too many second longs. I think we had 12 or more. I think second down and, you know, 8, 9 plus, and then 3rd and 8 we had like another 8 or 9 of those in the game. You know, Sunday you can't. It's hard to overcome. So, you know, that's an emphasis this week. We got to do better on 1st and 2nd down. Obviously, that helps 3rd down, and if you can, you know, create more 1st downs to eliminate the 3rd down overall, that's even better. But we know that we got to keep it a little bit more manageable.
Doug, you guys overcame adversity. Sorry, you guys overcame adversity to win the Super Bowl. You overcame adversity last year to make the playoffs. How can those experiences help you and help this team going forward, sitting here at 5-5?
You know, I think last year we were 4-6 last year at this time, and you know, we made a push and got ourselves into the postseason. We did need some help, obviously, at the end of the year, but we still made that run because, you know, we felt like we have to control what we can control, and so we can look back on that, and you know, number one, through injury, which, you know, obviously we're sustaining that on offensive side of the ball a little bit right now. So, you know, the next man up, you know, has to play, and that's kind of the strength we leaned on with the defense. You know, the next guy up had to play, and you know, it's just it's a resilient group. I lean on the leaders. I lean on, you know, the veteran players of the team to really keep everything coming. And you know, we just we just got to go practice and continue to trust our process and, do all the little things that really helped us, get to the postseason and then ultimately the Super Bowl a couple years ago.
Are you seeing a difference in Russell Wilson this year? I mean, he's always been, obviously, like you said, a good quarterback, able to run, pass, and everything. But it seems like his stats this year are much better than they've been. This
Yeah, I
year.
think number one, I think he's healthy, and playing extremely at a high level. The run game has really helped him. I think they're averaging over 130 yards a game. Running the football. Obviously he's a part of that. And then his ability to create plays outside the pocket. I mean, that's something that he's kind of early in his career he was successful doing it, and now he's able to do it again now. And a lot of that has to do with, I think, just being healthy and being able to move. He. Thing is with Russell, he can beat you from the pocket and he can beat you from out of the pocket. And so, from a defensive standpoint, try to limit those. Corral him the best you can. Try to limit the out of the pocket stuff, but when he does, I mean, we got to do a great job of trying to, again, limit the yards gained and or the explosive plays where a lot of explosive plays come from.
Doug, it's well documented that you guys were very interested in Wilson when he was coming out, and obviously were aggressive to get Wentz. Curious if there's a common trait or two that you see in those quarterbacks that you tend to gravitate towards, Wilson and Carson.
Yeah, I think number one, they both have proven winners in college and really all the way down into high school. Proven winners. They're great leaders, leaders of men. They're tough physically when they play the position. They're not afraid to, extend plays with their legs. Both of them have big arms, powerful arms, got great vision. Both, I'd probably give Russell the nod as far as, the speed and all of that, but they're both elusive enough to extend plays, and that was one of the things. And you didn't see a ton of tip balls from Russell Wilson, batted balls down, even coming out of college. And I remember, he played behind one of the largest, offensive linemen in the country that year, and same with Carson. I mean, being able to find lanes and slide in the pocket and do all the things and help your team win. That, you would think that's a recipe for success. It's helped them win, and it's obviously helped us win.
In Jay Ajayi's case, is there a role for him on offense as he gets going here, or is he more insurance for Jordan Howard at this point?
Yes.
Which one?
I think there's a role.
There is a role.
And this week, if if Jordan can't go, obviously again, then that role would increase. Obviously we don't take what I'm saying here. We signed Jay because of Sproles.
But he's a different player than Sproles.
I understand that, but from a roster position, it was Sproles. Sproles went on injury reserve, so it wasn't because of Jordan. So, but we do see a role for Jay, and even though we signed him late in the week, we knew there wasn't going to be a ton of activity in the game Sunday. But I think moving forward, we can get him involved a little bit more.
Is Jordan showing signs of improvement, or does he have a chance to?
No, he is. It's just a slow process right now.
Doug, you guys are hosting the Pleasantville Camden High School football playoff game today after that traumatic experience they went through. How aware were you of what happened with the team on Friday, and how important was it for the organization to help out these kids that have gone through this traumatic experience? And
Yeah.
I'm sure they're going to have a thrill now playing at the link.
Right. I mean, it's obviously a tragic situation that you don't want anybody to go through, and especially during the middle of a game. I think it was 4 minutes to go in the third quarter, I believe, when it happened. And it's these kids are out there and with their families and their friends, and they're enjoying a game on a nice fall night, and something like this happens, and it's tragic. And then on our side of it, to be able to provide an opportunity, one, a place to finish the game, but two, to kind of reach out and lend support that they're not alone in this, endeavor, and that the Eagles have really kind of stepped up and again provided the link and provided an opportunity for them to finish the game and have a great experience with their families, with the two teams, obviously, and it should be exciting for them this afternoon.
JJ had that catch on Sunday, for 29 yards in the fourth quarter. He also had another one. I mean, do you see like a lot of growth in him from, when he had to play a lot earlier in the season?
He did some nice things in the game. Even though even though the ball necessarily didn't come his way, he ran some really good routes. He played physical. The signs of him getting work in practice kind of paid off in the game, and it'll just give him more confidence moving forward. I'm excited again this week. Depending on where Alshon is at the end of the week, to play and. Again, it just goes back to young players. Sometimes it takes time. It takes time to kind of settle into their role, to understand their role, and then to understand our game, to be able to play fast and to play at a high level. And he showed some of that, Sunday.
Was it a difficult spot for Jordan Matthews last week coming in, obviously so late in the season? What did you see from him? Are you happy with that position as a whole, or do you envision some changes?
He did some good things, and he did some not so good things. I mean, when he looks at the tape too, he knows he's got to play better. And listen, he's only been here for a week, so he'll make the corrections. He'll be better this week for it. And it's been a good addition to have someone of his caliber, a veteran player, to really kind of step in and fill in where we need it. All right, thanks guys.